Welcome back to another episode of the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be reacting to round one of the 2024 NFL Draft. This is episode 134. Uh, this is what we've been prepping for with a couple mock drafts, trying to see where these guys will go. And I can tell you one thing. Wait, Nick, how you want to do this? You want to go chronological order, like talk about
Yeah,
every
yeah, yeah. We'll talk
from
about it.
one, or yeah, because with pick number one, we ain't gonna waste too much time. We all knew Caleb Williams was gonna pick one. Like,
Yeah, there's no question about that. That was like the lock of the night right there.
yeah, but now that it happened, like we could talk about not only the Caleb Williams pick because there ain't much to talk about. We talked about it the whole off season. Everybody's talked about it. He was a QB1 from the get go, and they traded Justin Fields for him, and they also traded out of last year's pick, and we may as well talk about each team at once because they also got Roma Dunze at pick 9, and a big
Yeah.
part of that was because of the trade because they took Caleb Williams with the Panthers pick from the Bryce Young trade,
Mhm.
so they paired up who they probably like that quarterback more. Like, would you rather have Bryce Young and Roma Dunze or Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze?
Caleb and Rome.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, that's a great start for the Bears rebuild. Ain't nothing too shabby. Roma Dunze, let's talk about him a little more. Got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze. Is Killer Williams coming to one of the best weapon rooms immediately as a rookie?
Yeah, this is like a top 5 weapon room in the NFL right now, and you're putting him in a position to succeed in that offense, bro. Like I was saying, but props to
Yeah,
the Bears, man. Props to the Bears.
pretty sure that the Bears also got DeAndre Swift. If I'm
Yep,
not
they got
wrong,
DeAndre Swift. Yep.
yeah, they got DeAndre Swift. They got that tight end Cole Kmet. Hey, Caleb Williams got stuff to work with. His O line, it's not like it's not gonna hold him back. Could get better, but after that, bro, their team is super chilling. Wonder what they do in day 3 of the draft because I feel like Roma Dunze was the only player that could have been there and they would have not traded back. Him or Byron Murphy. After that, they would have traded back because they got no day 2 picks. They won't
Yeah.
be drafting today. But hey, it's worth it for Roma Dunze. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Uh, Next we got Jaden Daniels to the Commanders. What you feel about that pick?
Um, I thought it was gonna be Drake May. I think Drake May should have been the number 2, but whatever. They're interchangeable, so I mean, whatever. I don't care. I mean, it was a good. Commanders need a cute quarterback, so good for them.
Yeah. They Jaden Daniels, this is one of the places that I would have liked for him because in college he had one of the best weapon rooms with Roma Dunze and Malik Neighbors. So it would have been kind of funny if he went to the Patriots after that. Like I was just on a team with Roma Dunze and Malik Neighbors, and now I gotta go sit here and throw the who do the Patriots even cat as they pass catchers? I actually don't know.
Juju, Rasul Douglas, Juan Thornton.
Ramondre Stevenson is their best pass catcher. So yeah, Jada Daniels to the Commanders. He is on the team that have Jahan Dotson. They got Terry McLaurin. They also got Austin Eckler. Cool little team.
Yeah,
They come in here to win though. I think that's why they took Jaden over Drake because
yeah,
Drake May he's more of a we gotta help him with his decision making with the deep balls. Like he does like going for the home run play. I do like him as QB2, but Jaden Daniels will come in day 1 and be able to play quarterback for sure. Especially the Commanders, their defense too is tough. They trying to win games immediately. They coming for number 2 in the division this year,
yeah.
especially with the way the Cowboys moving. Ain't doing nothing in free agency. Them boys got Zach Ertz, Jamison Crowder, Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dodson. I see the vision. I see the vision. I'm pretty sure Cliff Kingsbury is their offensive coordinator too.
Yep.
So, hey, we're gonna see how they work with that. Pick number 3, we have Drake May to the New England Patriots. Hey, come on, Nick. I know you like that. You don't?
To the Patriots, though, dog.
Yeah, I feel the same way. The Patriots, Drake May is so good, and he have to go to the Patriots. They weapons suck. I agree with you, but like,
They should have just traded back, bro, and let somebody else take him, like the Vikings or even the Giants pulling up and grabbing them Broncos. Right, I don't know, whatever, bro. But good for Drake May. He just needs to work on his footwork. Yeah, his footwork is pretty bad. Like he be all over the place, bro. Like he's not like decided on like one specific like thing that he's doing. He's just trying to make the big play, and that's his big problem. He's like
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen when he first came into the league, bro. It's same problems that Josh Allen had, and I could see just the. I don't know about the runnings though. Josh Allen obviously definitely got a little bit better legs than Drake May does, but arm wise and just the caliber of player that you're gonna get out of Drake May, if he could be what he could be, he's that's his ceiling is Josh Allen.
Yeah, I love Drake May too. Him going to the Patriots though, I'm at least happy seeing the Patriots are on the phone trying to get a receiver because they called up about AJ Brown, they called up about Brandon Ayuk. At least they try. At least they trying something because Bill Belichick, I can't really use they pass to judge them right now because Bill Belichick, he was their president, their GM, and their head coach. So he was the one making all the decisions. So all the way that the Patriot way will be different from now on. We're gonna see what the Patriot way is. They're already taking quarterbacks at pick 3, which is a good start. Now we're gonna see what they do with receivers and stuff like that. But
yeah, man, it's a new era in New England, man.
yeah, new era in New England for sure.
Finally a new era, bro. Once Tom Brady left, the era was still going because Bill Belichick was still there, but now they're both gone. See what happens.
Yeah, pick 4. We got a new era of the receiver. We got Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, he could come. He might surround be the best receiver in the NFL real soon. Because watching him, bro, he just looks so effortless. Like he was getting open and not even trying. It's just like he does. He just plays receiver for fun. Like he just toying. Like Marvin Harrison on the Cardinals is tough.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. This was probably the most predictable pick of the draft. Not gonna lie. Like,
this one and number 1, Caleb Williams was the most predictable. That was the most predictable.
Yeah. Everybody knew this was going to happen, so we ain't gonna talk about this one too much. Perfect fit. Joe Alt though to the Los Angeles Chargers. How you feel about that?
I called it.
Yeah, we called it, bro.
Yeah,
this is the right pick.
Yeah, we did call it.
This is the right pick, bro.
Yeah, just a big body offensive tackle, bro. You need John Harbaugh. Is this gonna? Is it Jim? It might be Jim, right?
Harbaugh. Just say Harbaugh. Be safe.
Yeah, Harbaugh. Oh no, it is Jim. It is Jim. Okay, John's on the Ravens. Harbaugh, whatever. But Harbaugh, like he plays the trenches. He's a trench type of head coach. So good pickup for the Chargers. Only thing I'm worried about is he's so big that like he's not balanced. You know what I mean? Like he just falls a lot because he just can't stay balanced half the time because he's just fucking a massive human being. You know.
I'll say this: Joe Alt is a blue chip. He will be an All-Pro one day. He's a blue chip player.
100%.
No. Yeah, he's a blue chip player. The Chargers got a blue chip at tackle, and the thing about it too is I don't call a lot of players blue chip. Like, let me see who is blue chip in this draft. I know Joe Alt is blue chip. Marvin Harrison is blue chip. Is Malik? Me personally, I think Latu is blue chip. Latu. His biggest problem is injuries. Latu, Marvin Harrison, and Joe Alt. Those are 3 blue chippers to me. Like, I think those guys will come in the NFL and be all pro players as long as they're healthy. After that, bro, I don't know. I gotta look at more names because there do be some blue chip guys going in the second round, believe it or not. I don't know why. I really like Cooper DeJean. Him going in the second round is crazy, but that's what happens when you don't run a crazy 40. But let's go back to the Chargers. I'm getting off track. They have a right tackle that replaces their biggest weakness, Trey Pipkins. I kept, as long as Trey Pipkins was starting that right tackle going into the season, I was off of the Chargers making the playoffs 100%. That's why last year I didn't have them making the playoffs. They had Trey Pipkins starting at right tackle. Like, come on, dude. Trey Pipkins. Dude is actually a bad player, but now that he's a swing tackle, I guess he's cooler because it seems like the Chargers are in love with him. So at least he's their swing tackle now, so it's whatever. Yeah. Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, they come in day one and is one of the best tackle duos in the NFL immediately. And the thing about the Chargers is a lot of these receivers dropped today too. That was predictable, bro. This receiver class is so deep, and it really is just pick your poison, who fits your scheme. That's really what it's coming down to. Who fits your scheme? Now, who do you think is better? After the top 3 receivers, is who fits your scheme.
Yeah.
And that's who's going to be the best pick. Anything else you got to say about the Chargers?
No, I mean, yeah, no. We're good off for that.
Yeah, next team is the New York Football Giants getting Malik Neighbors. That was a great pick by them. I ain't gonna lie. He's another guy who you just couldn't pass up on the talent. Instead of drafting Rome Odunze because he fits better, you're gonna take a player who you think is better with Malik Neighbors, and you're gonna trade Wan'Dale Robinson to get someone who fits. You know. Which that's the right way to go about it in hindsight, because I was just so big up on Rome because I thought he fit better. But Malik Neighbors is a better receiver. It ain't by far. That's why I thought you just go with a better fit, because if it ain't by far, if someone fits better, you go with them. But Malik Neighbors, he comes in day one. He, like you said, somebody who's a separator. Daniel Jones hasn't really ever had that. The best receiver that Daniel Jones has ever had. Who is it? Who's the best receiver that Daniel Jones has ever played with?
Saquon Barkley.
Besides Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, bro.
Bro, who is the best receiver Daniel Jones has ever thrown to, bro?
Darius Slayton. Maybe Darren Waller if you want to go over.
Nah. To be honest, for me, it was Richie Grant or Isaiah Hodgins. The season Isaiah Hodgins had that one time with Daniel Jones was amazing. But like the fact that this is a conversation, bro. Like Isaiah Hodgins, Richie Grant, or Darius Slayton. Who is the best receiver Daniel Jones has ever thrown to? That's a bad conversation. And they got Malik Neighbors now. So he's going to come in, change that wide receiver room immediately. They also got Darren Waller, who can't stay healthy, but you hope he stays healthy. And you fix the O-line through the free agency. That's what I'll be saying. If you have something that's that big of a need, bro, like O-line, D-line, bro, if you have anything that you look at and you say we have the worst unit in the NFL, don't go to some 18-year-old kid asking him to come save you, bro. Go to a veteran who you know what they could do. The Giants, they got a right tackle to replace Evan Neal. Hopefully, they're gonna see who wins the job. They got a new center. The Giants, they've been working around with their O-line. They got Ron Runyon. They got Jermaine Illuminor. They got Jalen Mayfield. They got Aaron Stein. Like the Giants, they've been trying to find replacement level offensive linemen to hopefully battle it out with some of these guys, and they're going with receiver. That's a great pick. What you think about the Giants taking Malik Neighbors?
Yeah, great pick, man. Either that or they're drafting a quarterback. So that's the only way I saw that draft going for them. Is either wide receiver or quarterback. Fits into both needs that they need at that point. Honestly, I don't even think, like, if you really think about it, you give Daniel Jones an offensive line. Like, if the offensive line does decent this year, it's just decent. All they had to do is be decent, bro. And then Malik Neighbors could just shine, and then I don't even think Daniel Jones would have a bad season at that point, you know?
Yeah. Daniel Jones, his biggest problem is health. I don't. Daniel Jones' problem is not staying. It's not his play, honestly. Like when I watch him, he's a mid quarterback, but that's the problem with him. He's mid and he's injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he was a good quarterback and injury prone, you give him a little bit more leniency. But like he ain't even all that. He's always hurt. So like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next pick we got is pick number 7. Yes, we got the Tennessee Titans. They took J.C. Latham. J.C. Latham. He's a right tackle. He's a run blocker. See what they doing? They building through the trenches. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I forgot who we had them drafting, but
Talise. We had them taking Talise at right tackle instead.
did Talise even get drafted in the first round?
He got 14 by the Saints.
Oh, okay, Saints, yeah, good pick. They needed an offensive lineman. They were getting cooked last year. They already got Calvin Ridley. They got D-Hop. Tony Pollard now. Build on the offensive line. Your defense ain't bad. You got L'Jarius Sneed now on the go offensive lineman. That's your one point of need in this draft, and you guys did it.
Yeah, they also got a run blocker. It seems like the Titans love they run blockers, so yeah, that's good for them. Hey, on to the most exciting pick of the draft now. Michael Penix at pick 8. Nick, what you get off what you got to say first, and I'll talk.
This might gotta be one of the worst picks I've ever seen a day in my life from a franchise. I'm not over exaggerating here because this is an F right here, bro. D- at best, bro. Bro, you fucking you paying Kirk Cousins all this money and go ahead and go draft a wide receiver at pick 8 when you could have built up the offensive line 1, or you could have built up the defensive line 2, where you guys needed more position than the quarterback at. I understand you haven't had a quarterback since Matt Ryan, but still, bro, then why the fuck pay all this money to Kirk Cousins? I just don't understand it in this point. But Mark, I mean, you said that you know why and everything like that when we was talking before about it and shit. But like, dude, like, nah, man, nah. You might as well just try to trade back or some shit, bro. Let the Broncos or Vikings or somebody, like, Michael Penix is probably gonna fall, bro. Like, whatever, bro.
But Michael Penix wasn't falling though, Nick, and like,
bro, they had pick 8, bro. They had pick 8. It was pick 8, and then it was the Bears pick, who they already got Caleb Williams. You knew they weren't drafting him, and then it was the Vikings pick. Vikings were more than likely going to draft J.J. McCarthy. 99% they were drafting J.J. McCarthy, and then you got it was the Jets. It was the Jets. The Jets are not drafting a quarterback, and then you got the Broncos. The Broncos were more than likely taking Bo Nix at that point, so you trade with either like the Vikings or something, get some more draft capital if you really wanted to, or you just pick a defensive player. But whatever. I'm done. I'm not really talking about the fucking shitty ass Falcons, bro.
That shows you though, Nick. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I said I do not trust the Falcons unless they get Michael Penix. I literally said that to a Falcons fan a week before the draft, and the reason why is I don't trust Kirk Cousins 100%. The quarterback was the Falcons' biggest need. First of all, I disagree with the statement that they didn't need a quarterback because, like we said, we are betting $25 that Kirk Cousins will not start week 1. Kirk Cousins, he's a 38-year-old man coming off of a ruptured or torn Achilles, and he's at the state of his career where the Falcons took care of him, and they gave him $100 million guaranteed. They took care of him. That stuff where Kirk Cousins' camp is upset and stuff, stop it. You're 38 years old and got $100 million guaranteed coming off of a torn Achilles. You're not upset. Stop it. And another thing, they will need a quarterback to start the season. And Michael Penix, he will be that guy. Another thing about Michael Penix, it's very interesting because the Atlanta Falcons, how they viewed him. A lot of teams had these quarterbacks ranked differently. Michael Penix, on some people, they thought he was the best quarterback in this draft. The only problem for some people with Michael Penix was his health. If Michael Penix could stay healthy and he has the time to get healthy, you know why? Because they have Kirk Cousins. If Michael Penix isn't healthy, they'll let Kirk Cousins ride out, slowly take care of Michael Penix, let him rehab, and Kirk Cousins, he comes and raises the floor of the team. Michael Penix, he raises the ceiling. Because if Michael Penix goes off in the first couple weeks where Kirk Cousins isn't playing, come on, man. You gonna tell Kirk, hey, I ain't gonna lie, you gonna sit on the bench. And yeah, we will. Matter of fact, be satisfied with paying you all this money and having Michael Penix. You know why? Because that's what we were gonna have to do in the future either way.
Yeah.
Because eventually you're gonna have to pay a quarterback. The Falcons, they are at the point where they rather overvalue the position than undervalue it. Last year, they thought, oh my goodness, we got all these weapons. We're gonna let Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke just cook because ain't no way they can't cook with all these weapons. Bruh, they ain't cook. they did not cook. Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix automatically is two better quarterbacks than the quarterbacks you had last year.
Yeah,
and
no
they're gonna have a
shit.
quarterback battle.
Ain't gonna have a quarterback battle.
It's gonna be a QB battle. Watch.
Mm-mm.
Michael Penix is that good, Nick.
No,
Michael Penix's only
no,
problem is his
no.
health.
No. That's where I stop you there. No, that's not happening.
Look.
Because no. Because you're not paying fucking $180 million for a fucking QB to sit on the bench. You're not doing that. All right. Kirk Cousins. All right. Kirk Cousins is there. He's gonna be there he's gonna start for 1 to 2 years. 1 to 2 years, and then Michael Penix is coming. He's gonna play that Aaron Rodgers role that Aaron Rodgers played for Jordan Love.
Yes, that is the main goal of it. That is
it ain't gonna be a quarterback battle though. It ain't gonna be a quarterback battle.
Nick, but for the Falcons, Kirk Cousins doing that is the worst case scenario for them. And you know what's crazy? That's a good scenario. The Falcons are putting themselves in a place to win, or that the Falcons are only winning with this. Because look, let's say worst case scenario, right? They do the Aaron Rodgers mentor thing. That means Michael Penix, if he's healthy, will be even more ready than he already is. But let's say Michael Penix in a couple of games where Kirk isn't healthy goes off. Now the ceiling of the team goes higher. The Falcons don't really change as a team too much because of this. If only thing that happens is they get better because they have more certainty. Because with Kirk Cousins coming off of torn Achilles at 38, the most important thing you need for him is a backup quarterback. They got a backup quarterback. They may have even gotten a starting quarterback. And the reason why you're willing to pay Kirk Cousins all that money is as a team. Look, I didn't agree with the Kirk Cousins contract personally. Shout out to his agent. If I ever am somehow associated with getting into the NFL, I will call you up to be my agent. But them having Kirk Cousins, it makes it to where Tua, right? Let's use the example with the Dolphins. Tua. The Dolphins were able to get Tyreek Hill and all those people because of Tua's cheap contract. Michael Penix, he's not going to be in that position to where they could have a bunch of weapons because of a cheap contract. Michael Penix is going to be treated like a normal quarterback. Michael Penix is going to be put in a position where quarterbacks who are making millions of dollars are put in. He's going to be put in the world where, hey, if you get this max contract like Kirk Cousins deserved, this is the type of team you're going to work with. And if he could work with a team that doesn't have that much space because their quarterback is eating all of it up, one day he could be the quarterback that eats all of the money up. Kirk Cousins is there to be a mentor, and he's gonna be a good mentor because he plays similar to Michael Penix. If anything, Michael Penix just got a higher ceiling than Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix just be hurt. That's the only thing. He be hurt. If the Falcons view this draft class as like Drake May number one, Michael Penix number two, Caleb Williams number three. We don't know what their draft board is, but it's possible that they thought the second best quarterback was available at pick 8. Well, would you have been happy if your second best quarterback got taken at pick 8?
No.
Bro, if to the Falcons he is that good at quarterback, you at some point look, these are NFL GMs. Hey, if you think that highly of him, let's see. I personally don't hate the pick. It caught me by surprise because I didn't expect them to go QB. I thought I did have them going. I had the Falcons or Giants going Michael Penix, but in round 2, but them going with him round 1, all it does is make it to where they have an extra year of his contract now because the first round players get 5 years instead of 4.
Yeah.
So if they do take their time with him, they have an extra year now. It's not a bad move, bro. Yeah, you still don't like it. And look, D-line was such a big need for the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Why are you going? I understand that Dallas Turner could change stuff for you, but like you give him the expectations of being your number one pass rusher, like you're on your knees crying for him to like be great. I understand that he went to another place where he would be the edge number one, but Falcons, bro, you just go ahead and fix the D line up in free agency now. A bunch of D linemen are still available. Go get you a D lineman in free agency. And another thing, clearly these quarterbacks wasn't going to be available later. I mean, 6 of them went top 12. Ain't no way you could tell me that Michael Penix would have been available later. He wasn't. The Raiders would have took Michael Penix. If any of those quarterbacks was available, the Raiders, it would have been on the Raiders roster.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Falcons. Thank you, fucking Falcons.
Hey. If you why you saying thank you? The way you talking like you don't like the Michael Penix pick, you should have hoped that a team in your division got a quarterback you don't like. You should be mad they did this. That's why teams in the draft that are division rivals, they trade with each other. Because like when they be like, oh, I don't believe in what's that one guy name from the Eagles that got drafted before Justin Jefferson, Jalen Reagor. Yeah. People be like, "Oh, I don't believe in Jalen Reagor. That's who you want. Go ahead, go take him." And then the Vikings laughed when they got Justin Jefferson instead of Jalen Reagor. You seen that clip? Yeah. I understand they're not division rivals, but like in the draft, when you think something, you gotta stand on it. Some teams say, I like Michael Penix so little that you're my division rival, and I'm gonna give him to you. Type shit. like Michael Penix is that bad in my opinion, but I'm not saying that me personally. But I'm just saying like when you're traded with other teams.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback. Just the injuries, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah. Next pick, it was Rome Odunze. We already talked about the Bears. Now we got pick 10, JJ McCarthy going to the Vikings. We got another quarterback, bro. We've been talking about straight quarterbacks to begin this video, man. Straight quarterbacks, dog. JJ McCarthy, he goes to the Vikings. He fits in it. He actually does because Michigan, they ran a pro style offense. That's what they run in Minnesota. He has Justin Jefferson. He has Jordan Addison. He has TJ Hawkinson. He has Aaron Jones. He has a good tackle duo. JJ McCarthy, if you are not a good quarterback this year, if you're not in the offensive rookie of the year race, honestly, they should move on. Like he's put in an amazing. No, I'm dead serious. Like he's put in that good of a position. If he's not in the offensive rookie of the year race, I don't like that. I don't like that for him. I'm not saying it's like Mac Jones type shit, where his rookie year, he should be up there. Because he's put in an amazing place, and if you don't work here as a quarterback, you're the problem. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What you think about JJ McCarthy to the Vikings?
I was kind of sold on JJ McCarthy going for the Vikings low key.
Yeah,
So,
it's not a bad pick at all. It's not a bad pick. He literally just put in a position that fits him perfectly.
yeah,
And
once I saw them get rid of Kirk Cousins and then get Sam Darnold, I was like, they're drafting a
yeah,
quarterback.
yeah, 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 yeah. Same way, like when I saw the Broncos take Zach Wilson the other day, I was like, oh yeah, he's a backup for someone.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's somebody's backup, bro.
yeah, but Bo Nix starting week 1, bro.
Yeah. Um, Before that pick, we got the Jets who traded one pick back because the Vikings really had their eyes set on somebody, and they took they took Fashanu. I don't know why I even tried to say his first name. They took Fashanu at tackle. I like the pick. He's 6'6", so it's gonna be. I wonder, like, what's gonna be in a starting offensive lineman group when Tyron Smith is healthy. But in the games where Tyron Smith does miss, you slide him right to left tackle. He's gonna be an amazing option, and he's there for the future. Like I hate the fact that you already think about the future while Aaron Rodgers is on your roster,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, like it does benefit him also. Like this is a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
they only have Tyron Smith for like a year, so I mean,
exactly. So it's a they in a win-win situation, bro.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't got too much to say about this pick. Yeah, it is a tie. Matter of fact, we on to your team, Nick. You can take the mic. The Denver Broncos select Bo Nix. That's how you feel about the pick, man.
I don't know, man, because Michael Penix just fucked up everything, bro. Falcons really just fucked up everything at this point, bro. Cause we could have traded back, could have got Bo Nix a little later, could have got you more draft capital if fucking Falcons didn't trade Michael Penix, but yeah, this is a Broncos quarterback right here. This is the definition of a Broncos quarterback, Bo Nix. Hey, the good thing about it, though, he's played competition. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in he was in Oregon. He was playing competition every week. You know what I'm saying? So like he knows. He's good. He's good in the pocket. I mean, got good footwork. He led all of college football with passing yards and passing touchdowns last season. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not too disappointed in it, but I already knew that we were going to draft him, so I can't even say nothing really about it. But he's not bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't want JJ McCarthy low key. I did not want him. So props to us for not trading up.
Yeah, I like Bo Nix for y'all. The problem though is like the forcing of the Drew Brees comp. I feel like it's getting forced a little bit because when what's his name, Sean Payton coached Drew Brees, it was a offense that was very much praised to go underneath, which is what Bo Nix was doing a lot of the time. But the
Yeah,
thing is, a reason I think people forget one of the reasons why Drew Brees was asked to do that is because he has a noodle arm. And at the end of his career, he was like 40 years old. So
yeah,
like that's kind of the reason they was just asking him to think and dunk a lot.
yeah,
But that's what Bo Nix did a lot of the time in Oregon with Troy Franklin. He would
yeah,
do a lot of dink and dunks. So it's not the worst thing. And Sean Payton likes to work the middle of the field. Like him and Russell Wilson was a terrible fit. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. Because Russell Wilson works outside the lines.
Yeah,
That's why.
exactly, bro. Sean Payton literally loves like the middle of the field, which is kind of funny. And
Yeah,
Bo Nix, he throws in the middle of the field because he can't throw to the sidelines. He has a weaker arm, older prospect. The thing about his game is he's real mature, so
yeah,
he's gonna
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The turnovers is gonna be very limited this year. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully for sure. But his wide receiver room is not all that. It's decent. But who y'all got? Y'all got Cortland Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got that running back who's always hurt, but when he plays, I love him. Javante.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Got Tim Patrick. I think he's coming back, but
He better come back. What?
he's got over like 2 torn ACLs, bro. Like, imagine he tears his Achilles or something, bro. I'd be like, yo, bro, what the fuck, man?
Tim Patrick had that year. He got his contract, and he's been hurt since, dude. Clay Thompson, bro. Marvin Mims, Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not terrible.
It's not bad. It's not. Yeah, like he has a mid offensive line. I mean, he has a good offensive line. I actually like the Broncos' offensive line. They got Ben Powers. They got Quinn Myers, Michael McGlinchey.
I really like Quinn Myers, bro. Quinn Myers is
it's
really good.
They even got a good swing tackle from the New York Giants with Matt Parrott. Matt Parrott is a good swing tackle. So if any of those guys is hurt, he can play both sides of the ball. And he's like 6'8", bro. He's gonna be the biggest person on your field, bro. He's the biggest offensive lineman I ever seen, bro. So kind of sucks we don't got him no more, but
yeah. But I mean, I hoping like maybe we draft a wide receiver, maybe we draft a defense. I don't know what direction we're gonna go in, but we'll see what happens.
do y'all have a second round pick?
No, we have a third.
Yeah, so
day 2. Today's day 2.
We'll see how the board falls.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, if anything, if we really wanted to, we could probably just trade up a little bit to pick 2, a second rounder. I mean, and then if we see somebody that we really like, because there is corners still there, bro. You gotta remember, there's still some decent corners still there, like Cooper DeJean, Kool-Aid. Who else is there for corners?
Mike San. They got Max Melton. Max Melton is nice. They got they got a bunch of people. They got a bunch of people still available at corner because Cooper. How many corners were in the first round? Teron,
Quinyon,
What?
And
is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. There was the top 4 corners. Yeah. Only 2 corners went day 1. That's crazy. Pretty sure.
Let me see.
Because Quinyon and that's crazy. But
yeah, Quinyon and Terrion, and that's it for corner. Oh, Nate Wiggins.
Yeah, I forgot about Nate Wiggins. You're right about that. I actually like that pick too. Yeah, that was a great pick. Oh, what's the next team? We were on the Broncos for. I mean, you as a Broncos fan. Yeah. All right.
He was on the Giants for a minute too. So.
Yeah. All right. Next team we got is the Raiders. They took Brock Bowers. I think right here the Raiders wanted one of those quarterbacks because when they were on the clock, the Raiders took the entire clock, and I think they were trying to trade down, bro. And they were like, you know what? We got Michael Mayer, but Brock Bowers the best player, bro. We just gonna go with the best player, fam. Type shit. I hate this spot for Brock Bowers personally, bro. Like, I was hoping he could go anywhere but here, but like, man, we gonna see him cook because he's gonna be asked to play a big slot. He's not gonna be asked to play tight end. He's gonna be a slot receiver type. They gonna have to play Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my fault. I'm just looking at I was looking at there's still a lot of corners that could still go, bro. Holy.
Yeah. The cornerback position is deep. This draft, man. Let's say
cornerback, wide receivers. Yo, they got y'all drafting. They got the Giants drafting. No, Spencer Rattler in the 3rd round.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. At that point, right?
You got
At
they got
that
us
point, it's
they
whatever.
got us drafting Jaden Hicks in the third round.
If the Giants doubled up on receiver with how the receiver board has been falling, I wouldn't even hate that. We got to go receiver or corner, but let's keep this going on. You got anything to say about Brock Bowers?
Best offensive player that got drafted. Yeah, never mind. I don't got
In the draft?
in the draft. Yeah,
Oh, that take could have aged well, but he went to the Raiders.
he went there. Exactly.
Could have aged well, but he's on the Raiders, so let's see how that goes. Next, we got Talise Fuaga. He went to the New Orleans Saints at pick 14. Talise is going to impact that offensive line immediately. I thought that he was a bit better than where he got drafted, to be honest. And him being a right tackle kind of I'm pretty sure he plays the right side. Yeah, that kind of contradicts them having Ryan Ramczyk. But Ryan Ramczyk has regressed. He has regressed, in case you didn't know. So it's not the craziest thing to get a tackle. And Derek Carr is going to not be good this year. And he sets up the next quarterback amazingly because they're going to have two tackles. They're going to have Kamara, maybe. They maybe have Kamara. Well, we'll see what goes on with Kamara. And they're going to have Chris Olave. Whoever comes in at quarterback next year after Derek Carr gets released is going to have a tackle duo, Chris Olave, and a defense. After that, they're going to need to get some more weapons, though, and some interior help. But I like where the Saints going. What you think?
They could realistically, if I was the Saints, I would have traded back at this position because you could have got a little bit more assets, went a wide receiver, or you could have just went defensive line too. I would have probably just traded back, maybe got another wide receiver or something. It feels like they gave up on that one guy on the offensive line. What's his name?
Oh, Trevor Penning?
Yeah, they gave up on
Trevor Penning. Trevor Penning was never supposed to be a tackle. He's a guard. Like, he's the definition of a guard.
Yeah.
He's going to be moved in that guard. He's a run blocker who likes to talk shit and is very undisciplined. That's the type of nigga who you put in the middle, bro. He gonna talk his shit to the big boys.
Yeah, gotta put him in the trenches, bro. Gotta put him in the trenches.
Yeah. Trevor Penning's an asshole. Like, and I say it in a good way as an offensive lineman, bro. Like, he an asshole, bro. The next pick, we got the first defensive player, bro. We are 40 minutes in, and this is the first time we're gonna talk about defense, bro. We got Laiatu Latu going to the Indianapolis Colts at pick 15. He was the best player in the draft class on defense, in my opinion. He's Michael Parsons-esque. Like, he's nice as hell. It's just the injuries, fam. The bro be hurt. Bro be hurts, man.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, but for the Colts, this is a great pick. He comes in, impacts their pass rush immediately, no matter what. Like, he's going to be in defensive rookie of the year race for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll see
I was caught a little bit off guard, but then I was just like, no defensive player got drafted, so you might as well just take the best one available at your pick. Like,
they got the best player, in their opinion, on the side of the ball. Like, on their draft board, we can make no argument. They had Latu as the best player on defense, and they got him. That's a big thing. Like getting your personal best player on defense, and there's only two sides of the ball. Shout out to the Colts, man, because they could have played this differently. They could have went and got another. Actually, right, he just was the best pick. He literally was, dude.
Yeah,
because all the offensive players who they could have took were gone. And
they don't need an offensive lineman.
It's like I almost didn't want to say they don't need it, but like it wouldn't have been bad.
They don't. Let's stop. They don't. They needed some like linebacker support a little bit. So I'm fine with that. That's cool. That's cool. That's a good pick.
What's their guard name? Who's like one of the best guards in the league?
Quentin Nelson.
I was thinking that was his name. I just thought I was wrong. What the hell? I should have just said it.
Yeah.
Quentin Nelson. He's regressed a little bit. Not gonna lie. Like, and it makes sense. He's like knocking on 30. You know, like their offensive line. Those players are regressing. I ain't gonna lie. But
but they still got a really good offensive line, bro. It's not like
they're still good. They are still good.
Maybe next year, depending on how the team folds out to be at the end of the season next season.
Yeah. And like they could go with offensive line later on in the draft. Right here, bro, they did the right thing. So did the Seahawks at the next pick. They took Byron Murphy, who's another player who you could have argued was the best player in the draft. To me, it came down to those two. It was Byron Murphy or Latu. And they got Byron Murphy, who last year the Seahawks, they was known as a team that couldn't get to the quarterback. I mean, they had Jamal Adams going there as their best pass rusher until they got Leonard Williams. And now going into this season, because they traded for Leonard Williams mid-season. So going into this season, they add Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy to their D line, which is that's an upgrade. So we're gonna see how they look. They're gonna rely less on blitzes and more on just wins. Because with less blitzes, they're gonna have more people in coverage. Especially you got Devon Witherspoon and what's his name? Tariq Woolen. It's gonna be a nice thing. What you think about Byron Murphy going to the Seahawks?
Good pick for the Seahawks. I mean, I was thinking about it like when we first started doing the mock drafts and shit like that, and then once it came up on draft night, I was like, they do got Mike McDonald though, so I think I was like maybe they go defense here, and look what happened. And also, it's just because so many offensive players went so fucking high up, bro. It's just that kind of just made it a little bit better for them. And also, they got what's his name? Oh, from the Cowboys. They got the Cowboys defensive line as their defensive coordinator now. Like their defensive line coach, their old defensive line coach is their defensive coordinator now. And I think he's worked with Byron Murphy before in the past. So, I mean, that could be a really good fit for them.
Yeah. Especially how weak the interior is. So, yeah, shout out to the Seahawks. The next pick we got is another one. Hey, we started to talk about defense. Let's go. Another player who – these are the three players that people are arguing is their number one defender. Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner, he's more of an upside thing, though, because Dallas Turner, as of right now, he is a top 3 player, but the way that his frame is built, he's amazing. The thing is, he doesn't win with his hands as much as Latu does. Like, Latu's game is so mature that he wins with his hands. He doesn't even just win off of straight power. He just moves them out the way with finesse moves, and it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Dallas Turner, on the other hand, he does win like that sometimes, but his main thing is power. Like, he's so big and strong that it's going to be harder for him to move these offensive linemen in the NFL. But he's going to grow more into his body. And the Vikings going to have someone who is very Danielle Hunter-esque. Like, he is like a Danielle Hunter. It just, is he going to become that, you know? Yeah. But that's how he plays, like Danielle Hunter, which is great.
Definitely, yeah. Good pick for the Vikings. Good trade-up. Then the Jaguars drafted who they wanted to draft anyway. So, I mean, worked out for both of them in that trade. Yeah, great pick.
Yeah. Next pick, we got Amarius Mims going to the Bengals.
Like we were talking about before, when I was talking about this, I said this was a good pick for them, because Trent Brown's only on like a 1-year deal. He could sit behind them if he really needed to, and just learn. Or if him or Orlando Brown go down for a little bit, they got a little bit of offensive line room to work with here. But he's very raw though. That's the only problem with him. He's only played 8 games in college, but his upside is like crazy. Like, he has like a crazy fucking upside in Amarius Mims though. So
yeah, Amarius Mims, he was a top player going into yes, Nick, I'm putting my hands in my jacket. He was a top player going into the college season, but the Bulldogs also had a bunch of top players. So
yeah,
they had a defensive line rotation. Like you know how some people have edge rusher rotations.
Mm-hmm.
They had a defensive line rotation. I mean, like middle of the game, they rotated their tackles, fam. That's hilarious, bro. And Mims, as soon as he got the starting job, he got hurt. But
Yeah.
in his time that he did play, he was really nice. And hey, the Bengals, they should mess around and do what the Bulldogs was doing with a tackle rotation because I don't think any of these guys could play the interior. All he need Mims, he is 6'7", like 325.
Yeah.
Out of the tackles, he's the smallest one. So like if someone was to move the guard, it's probably gonna be him.
Yeah.
That bro, Joe Burrow, if they all three on the offensive line at once, because you know you try to get your 5 best players out there, he gonna have a hard time seeing over them, bro. He gonna look up and shit, bro. Them niggas 6'7", 6'8", 6'8". Sheesh. Hey, but I do like it for the Bengals building them trenches. Another team building the trenches is the Los Angeles Rams with Jared Verse. I know you like Jared Verse, so I know you like this pick.
Yeah, remember I was talking about him for a while, bro, and he's like, nah, bro, nah. But I think he's a great addition to the Rams. Especially if you just keep Aaron Donald around as this like a mentor and for the Rams or whatever, just keep him around, training with the guys a little bit. I think he could become one of those players, bro. Yeah, that defensive line for the Rams though is cracked, bro. I ain't go cat. That shit is cracked now. That shit's cracked.
Who's on it?
Kobe Turner. You got Byron Young is kind of on like the linebacker, but like he's
Byron Young. No, I was just making
the
sure
edge.
you don't say Aaron Donald. I was just making sure you don't say Aaron Donald.
He's the edge. Yeah.
Nah, they got Jared Verse. No, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good defensive line, bro. I mean, I think Jared Verse is gonna do good. I don't know how you feel about it though. I think you have you're different than me, but
I'm cool on it. They do have, like you said, a nice defensive line now. They got Byron Young, who's going to be an edge rusher. They got Jared Verse, who's going to be their other edge rusher, and they got a great nose tackle with Kobe Turner. A lot of teams don't have like a straight up nose tackle, so them having that to stop runs is going to be cool. Now they're going to have to get like 2 defensive ends to play in between those guys. But after that, bro, they chilling. They chilling.
Only thing with Jared Verse though, he is just strong, bro. Like he uses his fucking power, bro. That's the good thing about him. But like he needs to learn on like his footwork and finesse moves and everything like that to get around. But if he could just bitch fucking offensive lineman, bro, it's cooked, man. It's cooked.
That's kind of the reason why I'm not as high on him because, like I said earlier, I'm lower on the guys who won a lot of from the power in college going into the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I don't think they could do it again, but it's because it's harder to do it. I'd rather just have someone like Latu who wins with his hands. You know, like that means you got the mental side of the game down. So like when you do use your power, it's gonna shock people. Jared Verse, offensive linemen are gonna go into the matchup like he is straight power. I gotta try and stop it. Latu though, they like I don't gotta argue why Latu's better than the Verse.
Obviously.
Yeah. But I'm just saying why like Verse is still nice. He has something he's elite at. I'll say that his power is elite. Just as he gets older, let's see if he gets the other side of the game down because this Rams defensive line could be great. They got somebody who could stop the run, and they got 2 nice edge rushers. Hey, come on. And they got some DBs too. They got Tre'Davious White and Darius Williams. The Rams not looking bad at all. The Rams are not looking bad at all.
Yeah.
Next week we got Troy Fautanu going to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's gonna play guard for them.
Yeah, another pick I like. He gonna come in, upgrade the offensive line, and he gonna be able to play guard or tackle for them. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think they desperately need to do that because you could see from like Najee Harris's like first season to like this season that like the offensive line got worse and then like he wasn't doing as well. But
yeah,
that's how you can tell when you got a good running back and a mediocre running back. So
yeah. Next pick we got is Chop Robinson going to the Miami Dolphins, and they got come on, talk about it.
He's gonna be a work in progress though. He's not like somebody that like is just gonna make an immediate impact on the Dolphins. I feel like I think they just wanted him because first they lost Christian Wilkins, Andrew Van Ginkel's gone. Bradley Chubb has had an bad injury, man. Who else had a bad injury?
Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips,
Jalen Phillips too. They want somebody to sit behind one of them and just kind of learn or just have a like rotational piece. Or that's what I'm assuming like that. But I know you said you would have went offensive tackle because of offensive line. I mean, just because of Tua, because he offensive line's not great. It's okay, but it's not great. But
it's not okay, man. It's not okay, bro. Since Tua's rookie
you're
year,
not telling me the offensive line was better this year than last year.
bro, you're comparing 32 to 31 ranked offensive lines, bro. They offensive line only got better because of free agency because they needed offensive line so bad that they were willing to do the Tyron Smith thing where you pay Teron Armstead a max contract to play some games for you because Teron Armstead misses a lot of games. That's another thing about it. The only bright side on their offensive line isn't there for most of the games. That's why I feel like they should win offensive line. I like the Chop Robinson pick, but at some point, bro, I understand they have injuries on the defensive line. Bradley Chubb, he be hurt. Jalen Phillips be hurt. But so does Tua, man. Tua is your franchise. Tua be hurt. And Tua's injuries are like real life problems. He has real life problems because y'all don't invest in the offensive line. This man, I don't want to say too much, but he's gonna grow up and there's a chance that he could be a different person because they don't draft offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And like Tua isn't even a quarterback that moves around a lot. He's a quarterback that stays in the pocket. Why aren't you in day two, bro? Let's see what the Dolphins do. Like, I like the Chop Robinson pick. I just feel like this is a team that needed to go off their knees. I always say that in the draft, you go best player available. It is what you should do.
Yeah.
But this team, nah, bro, you go at knees, bro. When your offensive line this bad, bro. Holy. Next thing we got is pick 22. Is Quinyon Mitchell, the first cornerback in the class to go. I also had the cornerbacks in this draft falling, bro, because like, all right, straight up, the reason I had Quinyon Mitchell falling is no other words than Toledo. He went to Toledo, bro. Like, I don't trust that. I don't trust that at like a top 15 pick, you know? Mm-hmm. He is great though. I did start watching him. He was guarding Marvin Harrison pretty well. He was guarding. He's very fast, so he has great recovery speed. He's good in zone. He's good in man. Quinyon Mitchell comes to the Eagles and he's gonna impact them immediately. I'm not gonna lie because he adds juice that they don't have. Yeah. Their cornerback James Bradbury, he's slow. He always been slow. And he could play man or zone. So I love the pick for the Eagles.
Yeah, I love that pick too, man. Yeah, that's like
yeah, great pick by the Eagles. Next pick we got is 23. Who went 23? No other than Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He does help them a lot because Christian Kirk, he's going to be able to move around everywhere. While Brian Thomas, you're going to keep him on the boundaries for the most part, like on the sideline. Because Brian Thomas, when I kept saying it, I like his release. His release is actually really good. So he's going to be able to get off and get open on the sidelines while you got Gabe Davis going deep and you got Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram working in the middle. So it's a nice pick, in my opinion. Also gives Trevor Lawrence some less excuses because we're at the point where Trevor Lawrence is going into year 3 and people were bigging this guy up to be the next Peyton Manning. This is the first time I think they've spent a first-round pick for Trevor Lawrence on the offensive side of the ball since his draft. I
Yeah.
understand they took Travis Etienne when they took him, but that was in his same draft class. So now they got Travis Etienne, Brian Thomas Jr., Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, and Gabe Davis. Trevor Lawrence has 5 legit weapons. No excuses.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. How you feel about Brian Thomas?
Good pick for them, man. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to say, man.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah. Taron Arnold, the Lions decided to trade up for their guy, Taron Arnold, right here. What you think
Yeah.
about this pick?
Great pick, man. That's what they needed, man. Good job out of fucking Lions, man.
I also like how they jumped the Packers because the Packers, we was looking at like, hey, we may as well take Horn for them and put Eric Stokes at slot.
Yeah.
Seems like they kind of felt the same way as us, and they said, we're not letting the Packers get our guy. So they got Taron Arnold. That shows you that they actually really liked him. So I'm happy that they got the guy who they really like, and he fits a position of need, and he's amazing. So shout out to the Lions.
Yeah.
Next pick we got is Jordan Morgan to the Detroit. I almost said the Detroit Packers. To the Green Bay Packers.
He was in the Detroit Packers. This is a good pick by them. They lost David Bakhtiari, and then yeah, I mean offensive line help. I mean it's kind of hard. Like what you were talking about before. Like it's kind of hard because you don't even like need anybody. Like you kind of just like cool at almost every position on the field. So I mean, offensive tackle is always just the way to go if you don't really have anybody that you could draft.
Yeah, you get them ready for the next season for whatever somebody moves on and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. Good pick though.
Yeah. Next pick we got is pick 24. Oh no, actually pick 26.
Graham Barton.
Graham Barton to the Buccaneers. It's another pick that it's cool to me. Graham Barton is another one of those guys. He's going to be able to move at tackle and guard. He's an elite guard. We'll see what he is at tackle.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think it's a good pick for them. I mean, me personally, maybe they probably might see somebody in day 2 that they like that they could draft for like a wide receiver or something, or they might just go defense, man. I mean, who knows?
I mean, if I'm them, honestly, you can go offensive line again. They can go because Barton is there to play guard. Like I'm looking at the depth chart right now. They got Tristan Wirfs at left tackle and Graham at guard.
Yeah.
Right tackle is still chopped with Luke. With Luke. Yeah. But their defense is actually nice. They got Zion McCollum, I like him. Antoine Winfield, I like him. Jordan Whitehead, I like him. Jamal Dean, I like him. Joe Chiron, he's cool. Levante David, he's good. Their interior is weird, but they're committed to it because they took Kalijah Kancey in the first last year. Vita Vea is amazing. Logan Hall is cool. They also got Randy Gregory. Bro, they honestly could go wide receiver or offensive line again, in my opinion. Their defense is chilling, unless they go linebacker.
Yeah.
Next pick we got is maybe the surprise of the draft, Darius Robinson. I mean, a lot of NFL teams love Darius Robinson, and it seems like the Cardinals is one of them. So we'll see what Darius Robinson does at edge. I'll admit he is one of the guys who I did not catch up on. I do not know about Darius Robinson, but I do know that teams were high on him.
Oh, yeah.
Next, you know anything about Darius Robinson?
Not really.
Yeah. I just know teams were high on him. He's a all around edge rusher from what I'm looking at. He has a 17% pass rush win rate, so that means he wins 17% of the time, which is good. He has an 8% run stop win rate, which is also very good. He has one of the best run defenses. He's one of the better. Yeah. Darius Robinson just looks like a good player. Honestly, 6'5", He's 22 years old. Yeah, he looks. I'm just looking at the stats though, so I don't want to go too crazy and say anything, but
Yeah.
he seems like he can play all around on the defensive line and could win. So that's shout out to the Cardinals. Next pick we got is the Bills trading back with the Chiefs to let them get Xavier Worthy. What you think about this?
Man. Uh,
Why are the Bills trading with Chiefs when
Cause they're
week
fucking stupid, bro. Cause
last
they're
week
fucking retarded.
last week they talking about so Stephon Diggs, you could go anywhere but fuck the Chiefs. You know, we hate the Chiefs out here, man. Now
Yeah,
y'all
but yeah,
gone.
let's discuss on Xavier Worthy. Maybe they saw something in him that they're like, nah, you know what I mean? Like no, like we don't want him type shit. Like how the Vikings did it, you know?
I don't think Xavier Worthy would have fit the Bills, to be honest. But when we were watching him, he didn't, bro. Nick, he wasn't bad, bro. He actually was getting open, and he was on his routes. He was good. On his release, he was terrible. But something I also realized while watching the Longhorn, whatever, AD Mitchell's release was also terrible. So it's like, is it just that team that they don't really emphasize the release? They don't teach those guys how to release properly because both of them guys ain't know how to get off a press. It was both of them. So the Chiefs, they could go over there, be like, hey, Xavier Worthy, this is how you get off a press. And the thing is, he'll never be the type of person that's amazing at that because he's light. He is super light. So it ain't like he's gonna be Devontae Adams at the fucking press or even Brian Thomas Jr. who's in this draft class. But if he gets slightly better at that, he runs routes pretty decently, man. Like out of all the fast guys in the past couple years, he's been the better of the route runners. Like Anthony Schwartz, he's a way better receiver than Anthony Schwartz. John Ross, he's a way better receiver than John Ross. Henry Ruggs was actually that's the one that he's not better than, but you know, Henry Ruggs, what happened to him happened to him. Dang, Henry Ruggs, dude, that man folded. Dang, bro. Man,
He did, man. He did.
Yeah, because Henry Ruggs was the only other guy who like at this 4.2 speed was able to run routes. Like Xavier Worthy, he's not the best route runner, but like with his ability, all he got to do is be decent, bro.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Then we got the Dallas Cowboys. They went with their guy Guyton, Tyler Guyton. You know he cool. He cool. I don't really mess with the Cowboys, so Nick, he can talk.
I don't mess with them either. Why are you telling me I can fucking talk?
Yeah, but they in my division, bro. Like, I don't really care about these boys, man.
Man, they need an offensive lineman, so good for them. Move on. Nate Wiggins to I don't know, the Ravens.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. Nate Wiggins, he, bro, like I told you, man. Look, might be a hot take. Marlon Humphrey, bro, he has not been elite in years, dude. Like it's been a while since he's been elite, bro. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Even when Marcus Peters was on the team, sometimes I thought Marcus Peters was the best corner when I'm watching the games. Like a lot of the times, Marlon Humphrey, he's really good at the peanut punch. I'll give him that. Like he's a solid coverage, and he does always get his like hands on the ball. But like you sound like a safety to me at that point, fam.
Yeah.
Marlon Humphrey, he's a great tackler. He's a good zone. He's a good. Let me get off Marlon Humphrey's tip, bro. He ain't even that bad, bro. Let me hop off. But Nate Wiggins, he's an athletic freak. He's gonna be able to play alongside him. And that whole Ravens defense, dog. Ravens defense is insane. They got the safeties. They got Kyle Hamilton, who I loved in that draft. I actually wanted the Giants to take Kyle Hamilton, which sucks.
Yeah.
They got Marcus Williams, who's amazing. They got Marlon Humphrey, who could be the third best defensive back. They have Brandon Stephens, who's cool. They got Roquan, Owe, Michael Pierce. Right. Ravens have a nice ass defense, and they got depth, which is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Ravens are gonna be nice, bro.
Yeah, Ravens gonna be another one of those teams this year, and that's why they're picking at pick 30. Like, this is why they're picking at pick 30. Yeah, they team is correct. Another one of the surprises of the draft, Nick, the guy who we was watching, and you said he's the worst of the receivers. He went before a lot of them. Ricky Purcell. What you think about Ricky going to the 49ers? Ricky.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You speak about it, bro.
Bro, we was watching Ricky, Nick. I'm telling you, he was getting open in that slot, bro. He was getting open. You were saying Hunter Renfrow, bro. That's fair. I was looking at like Cooper Kupp, Hunter Renfrow. Like, bro, he was getting open like shit, and that quarterback did not know what he was doing. I mean, he had one of the when I was watching games.
Yeah,
Ricky Purcell had one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen. Like that man was actually bad. like what? The Gators want to have a new starting quarterback this year. I could guarantee it, bro. Like, ain't no way the Gators are gonna watch that quarterback throw and be like, yeah, he's it. Nah, he's not making the NFL. That quarterback was so bad. Ricky though, in the first look. I'll say kind of shocking. Not gonna lie. Thought he was a day two. But do I hate it for the 49ers especially? Honestly, no, because they have a bunch of questions at the wide receiver position. It seemed like they're not going to pay Brandon Ayuk or Debo. One of those boys is gone.
Yeah.
Now that they got a slot receiver, I will put my money on Debo Samuel being gone. Because Brandon Ayuk, it seemed like they finna pay him since they didn't trade him today. Because if they traded Brandon Ayuk, it was going to be for a first. That's how good.
I could see that.
So they gonna keep Brandon Ayuk. They're gonna trade Debo Samuel, and they're gonna use Christian McCaffrey as the guy who goes all around now.
Yeah. I think that's what they should have did in the beginning, anyways. Really. Christian McCaffrey is that type of guy. You don't need two of them on your team.
Yeah. They was just Christian McCaffrey. They got him mid-season, right?
Of last season.
Yeah, so you just do it mid-season. Like, we'll figure out the fit stuff later. But Debo did pretty well with Christian McCaffrey, especially both of those guys. They be hurt a lot. So whenever Debo would be hurt, Christian McCaffrey step up. Whenever McCaffrey hurt, Debo step up. So it wasn't the craziest thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but Ricky Purcell, what he gonna do is he gonna make them have better route running. I mean, Debo is amazing at getting yards after the catch, but Ricky, he creates separation. that boy creates separation like hell, boy. So nice for him. Last pick of the draft, my boy Leggett came in the first round. Boy, you telling me Xavier Leggett was in the first round pick? Man, come on, man. Xavier Leggett, it's the best. Man, come on, stop fucking with me, bro. Man, as soon as we watch this, man, I said he a first rounder, bro. Man, Xavier Leggett. You know what I hate though? In his drafting range, he went to the worst fucking situation, bro. Like, I ain't finna be supporting Xavier Leggett too much. You know the Panthers, dude. Like, ain't no reason to, bro. Like, he could have went to. Just look at the quarterbacks he could have went to. He could have went to Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, and he landed with Bryce Young. Bryce Young is cool. He's gonna help Bryce Young develop. I understand. I understand why the Panthers did it. They seen Xavier Leggett and like that's the guy we need to develop this quarterback. But Leggett on the other point, he got to come here and help out another quarterback, dude. Leggett can't catch a break, dude. He went from Spencer Rattler trying to revive his career, and Spencer Rattler did amazing with Leggett. And I feel bad for Leggett, dude. He gonna figure it out. He gonna figure it out.
Oh my god, that's fucking weak, bro.
No, that boy Leggett is tough, dog. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that like my propaganda was not only propaganda. My Leggett going in the first round officially is not propaganda, and it was a fact. It was a fact. What you think about Leggett to the Panthers?
Good pick. I mean, Leggett, man.
Hey, Leggett, man, Leggett, man. Hey, that's the name you gonna be saying a lot, bro. Watch, cause when the Panthers go,
I could see Keon Coleman going to Buffalo today, bro.
it's not bad. It's not bad, but like,
I like Keon Coleman. I don't know what's your problem with Keon
no,
Coleman.
you I know you like Keon. You keep bringing him up. My thing is, I feel like separation is the most. It's separation is very important. That's why he creates no separation, but he nice. He nice though. So it's like,
my boy Troy Franklin better be drafted today too, bro. He does.
yeah.
He
You
does.
you know what? You're right. The Bills have pick 33. So all right, let's play around a little bit. Who you think the Bills taking at 33?
I think they go Keon Coleman or Troy.
All right. And one thing that the Bills did is they got a lot of picks by trading down. They got 160 from the no matter what, they got 95 from the Chiefs and 221 from the Panthers. So pick 95 won't come in clutch because they're gonna be able to get someone who you feel me.
Yeah.
But right here, you might be right. It might just it should be Troy or Keon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree with you. It should be Troy or Keon. I don't know who they're gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck they're gonna go either, but let's see.
Yeah. The first couple picks is gonna be receiver. I think the Patriots should go receiver. But the Patriots might mess around and go Kool-Aid though, because like holy, that would be a bit.
Nah, they have to go wide receiver, bro.
Nah, I'm thinking about Bill Belichick. When I see Patriots, I think about Bill Belichick still. Cause Bill Belichick press man scheme with Kool-Aid would have been so tough, but nah. He ain't on there no more. Holy, if the Cardinals could still get Jackson Powers Johnson at pick 35, they might have won the draft. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's correct, bro. I ain't gonna kill.
Yeah, because I was thinking that I was kind of upset that they didn't take him at 27, but I forgot they got 35. They could get him at 35. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these receivers about to go though.
Yeah.
I wish we had if you are a betting site and you are tuning into us right now and you could somehow get us in a promo code for your place, that would be cool. Because Nick, we about to do something in the second round. Over or under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 wide receivers getting taken.
I think Troy, Keon,
AD Mitchell.
AD Mitchell is getting drafted. Lad McConkey, he's getting drafted. And who else is there?
You got Roman Wilson. You got Jalen Polk, Jermaine Burton, Jalen McMillan.
Let me look. Over 5, you said?
Over 5.5, yeah.
Over 5.5, okay. So this is what we're gonna do. So round 2, Bills have a draft pick. At Bills Patriots, that's already 2 wide receivers gone. Cardinals, I don't see them going wide receiver. Washington, I don't see them going wide receiver. Chargers, they could go wide receiver. Panthers, I don't see going wide receiver. Washington got another second round pick. Packers are not going wide receiver. Houston's not going wide receiver. Falcons probably not going wide receiver. Vegas could go wide receiver maybe, but I don't see it. Giants, Jaguars, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers. Eagles could kind of, Browns could, Miami could. Yeah, I'm going over 5. Yeah, I'm liking that right there.
Yeah, I like it too. Cause
I like that right there, over 5. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of these teams they is loving the. It makes sense, bro. Cause a lot of teams, bro, loving the pass, and if you like the pass, you need a receiver. You feel me? But I do think
Zaire Newton's still fucking available, bro.
Oh yeah, Zerzon Newton's still available. Yeah, that's crazy.
He's
Yeah,
getting
that's crazy.
drafted.
I think the Commanders should take him because they've been letting go of their they let go of their edge rushers. Hate that for them. Letting go of Montez Sweat.
The Bills they have them drafting Lad.
Lad is mock. It wouldn't be bad for them. It might just be the way. It just might be the way you teach Josh Allen. Like, just take the stuff underneath for real. Because Lad, he is similar to Ricky Purcell. So he gets you a slot. And he did do great with that one slot wide receiver, Cole Beasley. Yeah, tight. Josh Allen would be cooking with Cole Beasley. You can't lie. Yeah. So I would just hate that because I feel like Curtis Samuel is similar of that mode. I feel like Curtis Samuel's a intermediate to short option. And then you have Lad, who's a short option. Well, we'll see what the Bills do. I hope they go with Troy Franklin. I think Troy Franklin would add some excitement to that room. Keon Coleman would be a fun pick too. Maybe that is why they traded down though. Like if they keep trading down and they take Keon Coleman, that was just them understanding that the NFL is probably lower on Keon because of separation. Mm-hmm. But understand their quarterback could unlock him at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's do another one of those. Over or under 2.5 quarterbacks in the second round.
Quarterbacks?
Yes.
Under.
In this, well, you'd have you be man. We gonna see. I would personally go under 2. But these quarterbacks be flying, boy.
Let me see.
Flying, boy. These quarterbacks be flying.
So they have Rattler, Michael Pratt, Jordan Travis, Joe Milton. Yeah, no. Bro, there's only 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 more quarterbacks left, anyways.
Bro, these teams be going crazy. I mean, second round, yeah. If you draft the quarterback round 2, you may as well have took him round 1 so you could get the extra year. I guess that's how teams are looking at it now. NFL teams are getting smarter with everything. Because look, in the first round, I'm gonna name you all the positions that got drafted: quarterback, wide receiver, tackle, and defensive line. And a couple corners. After that, bro, linebackers, running backs, safeties. I mean, we gonna sign you to a cheap contract regardless. These are the guys that move the needle, you know?
Yeah.
So this is who we taking our chances on. A lot of people in the draft round days 2 and 3 are going to be Pro Bowl players. These are going to be your Pro Bowl linebackers, your Pro Bowl safeties, who just are being undervalued because of the position they play. Hey, but we're gonna see what happens day 2. Hey, Nick, maybe we should react to day 2 because day 2 is still got some good players, bro. Day 2 still got Keon Coleman, Troy Franklin, all that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what happens today. It's gonna be, and especially like these picks gonna go by quicker, you know. Like it ain't gonna take. If anything, these should be the picks that take longer. Cause like first round, you should know who you want, bro. Like Come on, it'll take you 10 minutes to put Caleb Williams' name in, bro. Come on, stop it, man. But it's cool. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another episode of Up the Score Show. This is episode 134. Hopefully, you enjoyed us reacting to the NFL draft for 2024. And have a nice day. If you're watching this live, once we hit end, you can go back and tune into everything we was talking about. And God bless.